Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from the gym at Everett High School in Everett, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of today's high school varsity girls basketball contest between the hosting Crimson Tide of Everett High School and the visiting Brookline High Warriors. Brookline riding the momentum of a win at home last night against Milton High School. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there for that one. I was covering a different game yesterday. But I'm here for this one. And Brookline trying to maintain their position in the playoff conversation. Coming into this game with a record of 6 wins and 8 losses. Yesterday morning when the latest MIAA power rankings came out, Brookline was ranked 22nd, which puts them inside the top 32. So if the season ended today, they would be on their way to the playoffs. The Crimson Tide of Everett fighting their way through what's been a tough season so far, a record of 2-11, ranked 54th in yesterday's power rankings. So on paper, Brookline has the advantage, but you can't look past any opponent. And as we always say, you can't play these games on paper. You have to play them on the floor. Thanks, as always, for our sponsor for today, Esch Dental, located in Coolidge Corner. Book your next dental appointment with local dentist and BHS sports parent Dr. Brandon Esch for the non-corporate personalized dentistry our community deserves. Call 617-566-0103 or go online to eschdental.com to find out more and book your appointment. Once again, 617-566-0103 or go online to eashdental.com. And you can find all that information in the description section down below. As you can see from our scoreboard cam in the bottom left corner of your screen, we got a little less than 4 minutes before we get this one underway. So let's really quickly go through the rosters for the two teams coming in. We'll start with Everett. Going in order of jersey number for the Everett Crimson Tide. First off, we have a senior number 1, Sonia Costanza Flores. Next, another senior number 2, Clarice Alexis. A senior captain, number 3, Emilia Maria Babcock. A senior captain, number 4, Manal Bahu. A senior, number 5, Jernaya Boyce. A sophomore, number 11, Nikea Legal. A junior, number 12, Nicole Damasceno. A junior, number 13, Rosita Pineda Lune. A junior, number 15, Catherine Landaverde. A sophomore, number 21, Kylie Nord. A junior captain, number 23, Casey Martinez. And a freshman, number 33, Juliana Rivera. Head coach of the Everett High girls basketball team is Riley Dunn. So that's the roster for the home team on the scoreboard today. Now let's take a look. 1 second, folks. I'm sorry, am I on your way? Do you need me to move? All good? Okay. All good. Thank you. All right, now let's take a look at the visiting Brookline High Warriors. Going in order of jersey number for Brookline, first off, we have a senior number 1, Olivia Zanini. Next, a sophomore number 2, Izzy Wood. A junior number 3, Jada Kimbrough. A junior number 4, Ivy Wheeler. A senior number 11, Kyrie Simmons. A freshman number 12, Skylar Makaluski. A junior, number 13, Nefeli Aga-Kitch. A junior, number 14, Jaden Williams. A senior, number 15, Amelie Hauner. A senior captain, number 21, Olivia Matarazza. A junior, number 22, Viviana McDonald. And a senior, number 23, Julia Denker. Head coach of the Brookline High girls basketball team is Kendall Jones. The teams are wrapping up. The pregame clock's running out. Here in Everett, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, and you are watching Brookline High basketball.
Wood ends off. Agakich tries for three and hits it. Nothing but net from Nefeli Agakich. Picked up her dribble, somehow gets past by Matarazza, throws it into a cutting Kimbrough for two. Take a look at Matarazza. The no-look pass as Jada Kimbrough evades the steal there, runs in, kicks out Wheeler, corner three, swish! Huge make for Ivy Wheeler. Abraham throws it up top to Cheerward. They're still looking around. Stolen by Makaleski. Makaleski stole the ball. And time ticks away. Brookline victorious on their home floor.
Introducing starting lineups now.
A senior number 4, Captain Manal Boohoo. A junior number 12, Nicole Damasino. And a senior number 2, Clarice Alexis. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
All right, those were the starting lineups and national anthem for okay, there we go. Don't know when the mic cut out there, but thankfully I was able to fix it before the game got going. Didn't want a repeat of that disastrous Georgetown game broadcast we had back over the holidays. Everything seems to be okay now. That's good. Starting a lineup for Brookline today, they've got Izzy Wood, Jada Kimbrough, Skylar Makaleski, Nefeli Agakich, and Olivia Matarazza. For Everett, they've got Sonia Costanza Flores, Clarice Alexis, Manal Boohoo, Nicole Damasceno, and Juliana Rivera. 8 minutes on the clock for the first quarter of play here in Everett. Warriors against Crimson Tide. Here we go. Opening tip-off ricochets like a pinball, and it's chased down in open space by Izzy Wood. Passes for a cutting Olivia Matarazza. It was intercepted briefly by Damasceno, but then knocked loose by Matarazza again. Floats a pass out to Makaleski, and they swing it around the perimeter. Up top to Wood and over to Makaleski. Makaluski throws to the corner to Jada Kimbrough. Inside Matarazza. Turnaround jumper is good. A chaotic first possession to say the least, but Olivia Matarazza gets the first points of the game. Now Rivera gets a pass over to Flores. Flores getting trapped, but passes away to Damasceno in the corner. Her pass deflected and stolen away by Nefeli Agakic. Agakic running it in transition, kicks out Wood over to Makaluski. Makaluski for three, short. Rebound bouncing through, deflected over to Matarazza. Now to Wood, outside. Agakic tries for three, no good. Rebound tipped and ultimately recovered by Juliana Rivera. Rivera collides with Wood. Foul is going to be called on Wood, and it will stay Everett ball. It'll be the first foul of the game, first personal for Izzy Wood. Sonia Costanza Flores to inbound for the Crimson Tide. Throws it to the corner, a three-ball attempted, no good from Clarice Alexis. Rebound fought for and won by Skylar Makaluski. Makaluski in transition, pass intercepted by Alexis. Alexis walks it up, gives, and a three-ball attempt from Rivera will go. The freshman, Juliana Rivera, showing some range for Everett's first bucket as the Crimson Tide bring the press. And a reach foul is going to be called against Everett, against Flores. My apologies for the slightly uneven lighting here. Got some sunlight coming in, and I'm just trying to minimize the glare on the left side of the floor as much as possible. Brookline with the ball. Kimbrough pass over to Makaluski into the corner. Up top to Wood they go. Back to the corner to Makaluski. Makaluski dribbling across, going inside. Layup won't go. Tipped, and Makaluski had it for a second, but it's taken away by Flores. And now a foul is going to be called on Kimbrough. A very tight game so far, and I don't just mean in terms of the score, but we see a lot of players sort of running into each other. Not a lot of open lanes for players to run through, and a lot of tight battles for loose balls. Pass inside to Damasceno, out to Alexis, inside Boohoo. Shot, no shot, it's a travel called against Manal Boohoo. Makaluski back to Agakic. Up to Matarazza, across half court to Wood as they break the press. Wood driving, goes up, no good, but draws the foul. Looks like the scoreboard not showing personal fouls, but we at least have team fouls. That'll be the second team foul against Everett. Remember, 5 1/4 equals bonus free throws. Izzy Wood off on the first free throw attempt. And misses them both, but Makaluski with the rebound. Pass out to Wood as Brookline resets. Agakic now at the ball, swings it over to Wood. Wood dribbles, swings to Kimbrough. Kimbrough tries for three, no good. Rebound recovered by Alexis, running in transition, pass to Flores. Flores tries for three, short. Rebound Alexis, under the hoop, trying to escape, passes out to Rivera. Rivera swings it across to Boohoo. Now to Flores in the corner. Flores hands off to Rivera. Rivera running baseline, trapped, and throws it off the outside of the backboard, but manages to draw enough contact for the foul. Brookline had Rivera well trapped behind the backboard along the baseline. No shooting angle, but covered her just a bit too tight and allowed her to draw contact for the foul. No good on the first free throw. Substitution for Brookline, number 1, Olivia Zanini, replacing Jada Kimbrough. Rivera misses both free throws. Rebound collected by Agakic. Agakic bringing it up. Swings to the corner. Zanini blocked on the three ball, I think. The rebound knocked loose. And Matarazza smartly lets it bounce out of bounds as it was last touched by Damasceno. Looking for the inbound, goes to Agakic. Agakic fires from the wing. No good. Rebound. Oh, Matarazza had it. Tipped away by friendly fire there. Now Rivera running in transition. Lost control of the ball, but recovers it. Retreats to the corner. Pass over to Damasino. Up top, Flores. Flores hands off to Rivera. Rivera stumbles, but manages to recover the ball on the ground and throw it away to Flores. Flores now hands off to Rivera. Throws it for Boohoo. Knocked out of bounds by Makaluski. A low-scoring affair so far, a 3-2 score through the first 3.5 minutes here in Everett. Flores looking for the inbound, goes to Boohoo. Boohoo gives back to Flores. They're running out of time on the shot clock as that one almost knocked loose. Now Flores tries for three, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Brookline ball. Agakic throws it up to Wood. Wood inside Makaluski. Shot won't go, but another foul. I think they called that one on Flores as well. If so, that would be her second personal, third team foul. Skylar Makaluski going to the line. And that's the first made free throw from either side so far today, as Makaluski ties us up at 3 apiece. And 2 for 2 at the line as Brookline takes their, not their first lead because they went up 2-0, but they take back the lead at 4-3. Flores with the ball. Pass to Damasceno at the top of the key. Surrounded, and it's stolen by Agakic. Agakic pushed out of bounds by Flores, and that's going to be another foul against Flores, which I think is her third, as she's hitting some foul trouble early. But she's staying on the floor as subbing in for Everett is number 3, Emilia Maria Babcock, replacing Juliana Rivera. Wood with the ball at the top for Brookline, gives to Zanini, back to Wood, now over to Agakic in the corner. Goes inside, tipped but recovered by Matarazza, passes away to Agakic, around to Wood, now over to Zanini. Zanini into the corner, pass away to Wood. Wood inside Makaluski, spins off the defender, and a reach call. And I think that is actually going to send Makaluski to the line for bonus free throws, as I think that's 5 team fouls, and it is. Brookline will be shooting bonus free throws for the remainder of the first quarter with 3:39 on the clock in the period. Makaluski off on the first. Substitution for Everett, number 23, Casey Martinez, into the game, replacing Sonia Costanza Flores. Makaluski misses both free throws. Rebound by Alexis, throws it up to Martinez. Martinez looking around, pass out to Maria Babcock. Maria Babcock, pass from the baseline through the hands of Alexis. They call a reach foul on Izzy Wood there, as she disrupted that catch just enough that it would have been a steal for Matarazza, but instead it'll just be a fresh inbound for the Crimson Tide. Alexis inbounds out to Martinez, tries an open three, short, out of bounds. Now this is Zanini walking it up, gives to Wood. Wood dribbling into the corner, gives back to Zanini, inside Matarazza, turnaround jumper, goes. Olivia Matarazza, the only Brookline player so far to hit any shots from the field. She's got 4 points. Looking around, Maria Babcock floats it over to Martinez, running in, blocked by Makaluski, and it's chased down just barely in bounds by Agakic. Agakic in transition, lost the ball, recovered by Wood. Wood throws it over Zanini's head, out of bounds. Now subbing in for Brookline, number 4, Ivy Wheeler, taking over for Makaluski. 6-3, the Brookline advantage here in the first quarter. Martinez gives it to Boohoo. Boohoo into the corner. Throws it over to Maria Babcock. Maria Babcock draws a foul called on Zanini there. Very tightly called game, but it's been pretty tightly called on both sides. You know, it's just part of the game. No matter what the sport, you got to adjust to the kind of game the officials are calling, and both teams going to have to adjust to what's been a pretty tightly called game so far. Martinez lost the ball, and it's a sandwich of players, and Boohoo comes out with it, but travels. She was down on one knee when she picked up that ball, and she tried to get back onto both feet, and that constitutes a travel. Wood bringing it up. Pass up to Agakic, back to Wood. Wood tries for three, in and out. Rebound by Damasceno. Pass deflected off the head of Zanini, I think, but it's recovered by Martinez. Martinez gives to Boohoo. Boohoo in the corner, pass out to Martinez. Martinez looking for a screen into the corner, tries for three, short, might have been blocked by Matarazza. Rebound by Wheeler, chucks it up for Zanini. She's got to chase it down in the corner, just barely. Now looking for a pass option, goes out to Wheeler, across Agakic, tries for three, that's short. Rebound Martinez. Brookline not able to find any buckets from three, though not for a shortage of attempts. That pass disrupted, but it does get to Damasceno, who throws to the corner. Martinez fakes, tries a shot, no good from mid-range. Rebound, Agakic throws it up for Zanini, catches it, running up, blocked hard by Maria Babcock, and that'll be a foul. Honestly, a smart foul by Amelia Maria Babcock on that one. You know, when it's a fast break like that, when you commit to the block, you got to block hard enough that, you know, if you commit the foul, they're going to be going there for two instead of for an and one, and that's what she did. Zanini at the line and misses the first. Two subs in for Everett. Number 5, Jernaya Boyce, and number 33, Juliana Rivera back in the game. For Brookline, number 11, Kyrie Simmons on the floor for the first time. This free throw off the mark, rebound by Rivera. Rivera chucks it up over the head of Casey Martinez and out of bounds. 1:13 on the clock here in a low-scoring first quarter. 6-3 still the score as Zanini throws it up to Wheeler. Now over to Zanini, to Simmons, to the corner, to Agakic, over to Simmons, back to Agakic. Gonna try for three and hits this one. Finally, a shot falls from three for Brookline as Nefeli Agakic has her first points of the day. Martinez around the perimeter. Pass Rivera. Rivera, pass miscommunicated. Martinez was looking to screen, and Rivera was looking to pass, and so it ends up getting thrown to nobody and bounces out of bounds. Zanini gives to Agakic, to the corner to Simmons, back out to Agakic, across to Zanini, to the corner. Wheeler fakes, steps, gives to Zanini, tries for three. No good. Rebound Matarazza, putback won't go. Rebound tipped, it's Matarazza again. Pass out, Zanini, quick shot, goes. Olivia Zanini with her first points. Now Maria Babcock with time ticking away in the first quarter. Running around, blocked by Matarazza, recovered by Agakic, running up the floor, and there's not going to be enough time for a buzzer beater, as that will end the first quarter. Our score at the end of one, the Brookline High Warriors 11, the Everett High Crimson Tide 3. You can see the mad scramble for that last bucket by Olivia Zanini. And during this break between the first and second quarter, I remind you this broadcast is brought to you in part by Esch Dental. Does anxiety keep you from seeking the dental care you need? You are not alone. Esch Dental gets it. They get you. Esch Dental in Coolidge Corner offers many options for management of dental anxiety. Go online to eschdental.com or call 617-566-0103 to book your consultation. Once again, easchdental.com or call 617-566-0103. Brookline able to hit a couple of shots there at the end of the first quarter. They've been getting some open looks, but most of them have been on the perimeter as Everett's been committing to that 2-3 zone. And so Brookline has got to find some more rhythm from the outside if they want to create openings for higher percentage shots inside. Everett will have the first possession of the second quarter. A quick blitz on Maria Babcock, and she steps over the half-court line. Both her feet were over the half-court line, but then her left foot stepped back over the line, and she's called for the backcourt violation. Aga Kitch gives to Simmons to the corner quickly. Zanini throws it out to Aga Kitch, over to Simmons. Simmons tries for three, won't go. Rebound, Rivera. Rivera pass. Martinez collects it, running with it in transition. Hands off. Rivera going to try the open three. Short. Rebound by Wheeler. Wheeler gives it back to Aga Kitch. Aga Kitch off a screen. Runs in, kicks out, and Zanini couldn't quite corral it. Looks like she looked away from the pass briefly, thinking she had her hand on it. That's a case of thinking about your next move before you've secured the ball. But also slightly errant pass there. Emilia Maria Babcock bringing it up. Gets blitzed on the double team. Long pass gets to Rivera. Shot won't go, but she draws the foul on Matarazza. Juliana Rivera, the only Everett scorer so far, with the three-pointer that she hit in the first quarter. And she hits her first free throw. And she goes 2 for 2 at the line. 11-5 now the score. Aga Kitch over to Wheeler, to the corner. Simmons back out to Wheeler. Wheeler from the wing. No good. Rebound bounces around, but it's picked up by Jernaya Boyce. Boyce gives it to Maria Babcock, running in, tries a layup at high speed, won't go. Rebound. And now Everett resetting. Number 21, Kylie Nord. Pass inside, lost by Maria Babcock, picked up by Aga Kitch. Aga Kitch in transition, running. Shot is in. A stumbling, clumsy shot by Nefeli Aga Kitch banks in for 2. She's got 5. Nord with the ball. Gives to Martinez. Martinez across the top. Gives it to Maria Babcock. Maria Babcock down to the baseline. Jumper, no good. Rebound, Matarazza. Gives to Aga Kitch. Aga Kitch throws it to Simmons. Wide open for 3. And she hits it. Kyrie Simmons with her first points of the day, and Brookline now leads 16-5. You can see the quick movement from Brookline. Aga Kitch had 2 wide open teammates on her left as she was running up the floor. Opted to go to the further away option to Kyrie Simmons, and she took advantage of that wide open look from outside. Individual point totals so far today. Nefeli Aga Kitch leading Brookline with 5, Olivia Matarazza with 4, Kyrie Simmons with 3, and Olivia Zanini and Skylar Makaluski with 2 points each. For Everett, all 5 of their points coming from the freshman, Juliana Rivera. We got our first note in the live chat from Elliot Schickler of Patch.com. Go Brookline, get the sweep today. I'm bummed out I can't be in Everett because I have the flu, but I will get better and be well and completely healed. Well, thanks for tuning in, Elliot, and I'm sorry you're not feeling well, my friend. I hope you get well soon. And folks, remember, if there's anything you've got to say, I encourage you to say it in the live chat. And if you know of any fans that you think might want to tune in and might not have the link to this stream, I encourage you to send them the link so they can tune in. Martinez with the ball for Everett. Hands off to Nord. Nord sees a lane, runs in. Floater, no good. Rebound Damasceno. And Nicole Damasceno hits the putback. That's exactly how Everett wanted to come out of that timeout, with a basket. Agakic barely completes the pass to Wheeler, tightly covered on the perimeter by Rivera. Agakic now gives to Matarazza from the top of the key. Jumper doesn't go. Rebound now by Maria Babcock. Maria Babcock lost it, stolen away by Simmons. Past Agakic, back to Simmons, and she hits the layup. How about Kyrie Simmons off the bench in this second quarter? 5 points for the Brookline senior. Almost got another steal there. Now ball given to Martinez. Over to Nord. Nord, the long two, in and out. Rebound by Wheeler. Wheeler running in transition, up to Zanini. Zanini lost the ball, but a foul is called on Nord. Let's take a look at the replay of that last one. Maria Babcock was going around the back to keep the ball away from Agakic, but then Simmons smartly swoops in from behind and takes it away, just taking advantage of being in the right place at the right time. And then a textbook fast break give and go between Simmons and Agakic. Unselfish play to get the highest percentage look. Zanini inbounds it over Matarazza's head, and it's stolen away by Rivera. Rivera in transition, poked loose by Matarazza, but picked up off the floor by Damasceno. Martinez pass almost intercepted, but a three ball is attempted, and it's hit by Emilia Maria Babcock. Now Agakic throws it back to Simmons, and Simmons lost it out of bounds. Brookline's had a problem with a couple of wide passes that the receiver just briefly looks away from or assumes they're going to grab as they turn that one over. Martinez dribbling in, pass deflected and intercepted by Simmons. Simmons ran out of room along the sideline. As she's out of bounds, it'll be Everett ball. And we got 5 subs checking in for Brookline now. Izzy Wood, Jada Kimbrough, Skylar Makaluski back on the floor, and number 14, Jaden Williams, and number 22, Viviana McDonald, checking in for the first time. Inbound to Nord, back to Clarice Alexis, who runs in. Floater is no good. Rebound by Makaluski. Makaluski running in transition and blocked on what was either a shot or a pass. Either way, out of bounds, stays Brookline ball. Now the inbound. Thrown through the legs of Makaluski, out of bounds. Everett's been turning on the tightness of their coverage these last couple of rounds. They've been particularly effective defending in transition the last couple of runs that Brookline's tried to make. Rivera takes a screen, now a pass to Maria Babcock, long two, no good. Rebound, lost out of bounds. Makaluski could not collect it fully, and it will be Everett ball. And we got a little bit of pushing and shoving before the inbound between Rivera and Williams. The officials giving them a bit of a warning there. Now the inbound floated out to Rivera. Throws up top to Alexis, to the corner. Maria Babcock for three and hits it. Emilia Maria Babcock with her second tray of the day as she cuts the Brookline lead down to 5. Wood gives to Williams. Williams running baseline, goes up, no good, but draws the foul. There's been far fewer fouls in this second quarter than there were in the first quarter. By this point in the first quarter, Brookline was getting ready to shoot bonus free throws. Now just the third total foul between both teams so far in the second. And Jaden Williams hits the first of 2 free throws. Substitution now for Everett, number 15, Katerin Landaverde, into the game, replacing Juliana Rivera. And off on the second free throw, but a rebound by McDonald. Pass out to Williams. Williams gives it out to Makaluski, to Wood. Kimbrough tries for 3 and hits it. Jada Kimbrough on the scoreboard now with a 3-pointer. And Brookline, just like that, is back up by 9, turning a pair of free throws into 4 points. Damasceno pass misses, and it was not touched by Kimbrough. And so it'll be Brookline ball. Izzy Wood bringing it up. Throws inside to McDonald. Outside Makaluski for 3, no good. Rebound by Alexis. Running in transition into the corner. Almost lost her dribble, but instead lost her positioning as her foot hits the sideline out of bounds. Wood has to chuck that inbound up to Makaluski. Makaluski gives to Williams. Williams back to Makaluski. Slings it, tipped, and last touched by Alexis. Stays with Brookline. Now Wood at the top gives it to Williams. Into the corner, Makaluski, back out to Williams, over to Wood, around Kimbrough. Kimbrough runs baseline, floater is good. Jada Kimbrough went for the layup there and banked it in for 2. Alexis barely avoids the steal, and a timeout is called by Everett as Brookline, with 6 unanswered points, reasserts their lead after Everett had cut it back down. Look at the smart awareness by Kimbrough. She knows the defender is going to over-pursue the 3 ball because that's what that play around the perimeter is designed to do against a 2-3 zone. So she knows that the momentum of her defender's body is going to be coming towards her. So just a quick step, darts around her, runs baseline, and she's got an open look inside for 2. And Kimbrough is the exact kind of player that can make that play work because, as anyone who's watched this team over the past couple of years knows, Jada Kimbrough has got a great burst of speed that she can rely on in a lot of different situations, including that one. Quite the scoring spread for Brookline. The team lead for scoring tied between 3 players, Nefeli Agakic, Jada Kimbrough, and Kyrie Simmons, each with 5 points, while Olivia Matarazza has 4, shortly behind them for the lead. Nord inbounds to Martinez. 2.5 to go here in the second quarter. Alexis throws down low to Damasceno, gives to Nord. Nord baseline jumper off the mark, but a putback shot also won't go. Rebound Makaluski, but she goes to the floor and gets fouled. They call that one on Clarice Alexis. So Brookline gets the ball. Wood bringing it up. Swings it over to Kimbrough, back to Wood. Wood gonna try for 3, and she hits it. Nothing but net from Izzy Wood, her first points of the day. Martinez throws a pass across to Nord. Nord tries for 3 and sails it long and out of bounds. With that 3 ball from Izzy Wood, Brookline now has 8 different point scorers here in the first half. as they have now more than doubled Everett's score, 27-13. Kimbrough to Williams. Hands off to Kimbrough. Kimbrough directing traffic. Gives to Makaluski. Back to Kimbrough. Kimbrough traveled. Yeah, she just did one fake too many. She tried to fake left and fake right before dribbling, but as a result, she took that extra step that resulted in the travel. Inbound to Damasceno, given back, lost by Alexis, but recovered by Nord. Nord floats it up, gets to Maria Babcock. Maria Babcock running in, Euro step, gives her the layup look for 2. 8 points for Amelia Maria Babcock. She leads all scorers in this one so far. Wood gives to Makaluski, to Williams, to Kimbrough, back to Williams. Makaluski looking around, now gives to Wood. Wood open again for 3, no good this time, and that's going to bounce out of bounds. Everett ball. 1:06 on the clock here in the second quarter. Brookline leads by 12. Inbound, Maria Babcock. Throws it up to Martinez, across to Nord, back up top to Maria Babcock, over to Martinez, fakes, pass deflected but gets to Nord. Nord looking, lost the ball, out of bounds, Brookline ball. Brookline playing a tight man-to-man defense with some elements of help defense mixed in. Williams hits a wall, gives it out to Wood. Wood to Williams. To the corner, Kimbrough, back out to Williams and to Wood, to Makaluski. Makaluski starts to drive, running floater, she hits it. 4 points now for Makaluski. Running through with it into the crowd, and a foul is called. As they say, Kimbrough touched more arm than ball, as they call a foul. Now for Brookline, Nefeli Agakic back in the game, replacing Kimbrough. Inbound to the corner, Martinez tries for 3, and that one goes off the support beam and out of bounds. 14.5 seconds left before halftime. Wood gives to Agakic, back to Wood, to Makaluski, steps in, tries for 3, no good. Rebound by Alexis, no time for a buzzer beater, and that will end the half. Our score at halftime, the Brookline High Warriors 29, the Everett High Crimson Tide 15. Last bucket made on the running floater by Skylar Makaluski. And quite the impressive scoring spread for Brookline. Jada Kimbrough, Kyrie Simmons, and Nefeli Agakic with 5 points each. Skylar Makaluski and Olivia Matarazzo with 4 each. Izzy Wood with 3, Olivia Zanini with 2, and Jaden Williams with 1. For Everett, 8 points from Amelia Maria Babcock, 5 from Juliana Rivera, and 2 from Nicole Damasceno. As we go into this halftime break, I remind you once again, this broadcast is brought to you in part by Esch Dental in Coolidge Corner. Esch Dental's vision is to make your dental appointment an experience to look forward to. Boutique means on-time appointments. Boutique means high-tech. Boutique means integrity. Go online to eschdental.com or call 617-566-0103 to find out how you can experience Esch Dental. Once again, eschdental.com or call 617-566-0103. All that information in the description section down below, where you can also find a link to the official Venmo account of the Triple Threat Booster Club, the official booster club of Brookline High Girls Basketball. And you can also find a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Education Foundation. The Brookline Education Foundation raises funds to help promote growth and innovation among Brookline educators, growth that can then be passed on to the children of this community. For over 40 years, this foundation has given out a variety of grants across the educational landscape. These include Idea Lab grants for teachers that want to present their students with new and exciting projects, and teacher grants for educators that want to further develop their own skills to bring to the classroom. Many initiatives which have become staples in the public schools of Brookline started as BEF grants. They support literacy education training, new methods in STEM education, project-based learning, mentoring of new principals and superintendents, and collaborative work around diversity, equity, and inclusion, just to name a few. Visit brooklinefoundation.org or call 617-232-3846 to find out how you can help support our town's educators and, through them, our students. Once again, that's brooklinefoundation.org or call 617-232-3846. And once again, you can find all those links and phone numbers in the description section down below. And if you know of any Brookline businesses or charities that you think would benefit from the extra visibility on these live streams, I encourage you to get them in touch with me. But for now, it is halftime. Brookline 29, Everett 15. I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, going to take a break and mute the mic, but I'll be back with the second half. Stay tuned. Hello again. Back on the mic, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from Everett High School in Everett, Massachusetts. Going to see if I can up our exposure just a bit as the sun's going down a bit. We start here in the second half between Brookline and Everett. Olivia Matarazza kicks out to the corner. Skylar Makaluski short on the 3-ball. Rebound by Kylie Nord. Casey Martinez now bringing it up for Everett. Pass. Cross to the corner. Clarice Alexis off on the 3-ball. Rebound by Jada Kimbrough. Taking off with speed in transition. Knocked loose by Amelia Maria Babcock, but she saves it right to Izzy Wood. Misses the 3-ball. Rebound ultimately recovered off the floor by Manal Boohoo. And now Maria Babcock bringing it up. Brookline leading 29-15 after the first half as Nefeli Agakic recovers that ball inbounds. Pass up to Wood. Across to Kimbrough. Fast break layup is good. A chaotic play, but Brookline does get the fast break layup. Jada Kimbrough now with a team-high 7 points. 3-ball attempted and hit by Amelia Maria Babcock, the first player from either side to reach double digits. She's got 11. Agakic throws to Wood in the corner, tries for 3 again, no good. Rebound by Nord. Now Maria Babcock bringing it up, gives to Martinez, down to the corner. Alexis, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound bounces right to Matarazza. Nefeli Agakic bringing it up, throws it across to Skylar Makaluski, who drives in, running floater, no good, but draws the foul. Taking a look at the replay of that last fast break bucket, you can see smart spatial awareness by Nefeli Agakic to recover that loose ball in bounds and to know to chase after that because she knew that Wood and Kimbrough would be running ahead of the defense for that fast break layup. Makaluski hits the first of 2 free throws. She's now got 5. Brookline now leading by 15 off on the second. Alexis throws a pass tipped out of bounds by Wood, and it will stay with the Everett Crimson Tide. With that one free throw, Makaluski now in a 3-way tie for second in scoring for Brookline with 5 points, tied with Kyrie Simmons and Nefeli Agakic. Inbound goes to Boohoo, back to Martinez in the corner, and Martinez hits the tray for her first points of the day. Kimbrough throws to Agakic, back to Kimbrough, back to Agakic, open for 3. No good. Rebound by Wood, retreats back out to the perimeter and throws it back out to Kimbrough. Over to Wood. Wood tries for 3 again. No good. Rebound Makaluski under the basket. Her pass intercepted by Maria Babcock. Throws it up for Alexis, and Alexis couldn't save it. Pass slightly overthrown, and Alexis wasn't able to chase it down, slightly hampered by Kimbrough being in her way. Now Wood bringing it up for the Warriors. Swings it a little wild there, but it is caught by Kimbrough. Back to Wood, to Agakic in the corner. Agakic now running baseline, fights through, no good, but draws the foul. A nice spin move off her defender in the corner. And while she wasn't able to create enough room to make the layup, she does draw the foul. Off on her first free throw. Substitution for Everett, number 12, Nicole Damasceno into the game, replacing Kylie Nord. Agakic misses both free throws. Rebound chased down by Damasceno. Now Martinez throws it up to Maria Babcock. Off the screen, tries for 3, no good. Rebound Agakic. Agakic disrupted, wasn't able to get a pass up to Kimbrough. Going to try and take it herself and gets fouled. Another trip to the line for Nefeli Agakic, as that's 3 team fouls against Everett in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. Misses the first. And she goes 1 for 2 this time. 6 points now for Agakic. Martinez throws inside Damasceno. Quick layup, no good. Rebound, Makaluski chucks it up out of reach for Kimbrough. Out of bounds. (33-20), the Brookline lead. As Martinez brings it up, runs inside pass, tipped by Matarazza, saved by Alexis, but taken away by Agakic. Throws it up, connects with Kimbrough. Fast break layup, won't go. Rebound, collected by Maria Babcock, who brings it up. Chucks it, gets it to Boohoo. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound, Kimbrough. Kimbrough, pass to Agakic on the fast break. Layup, no good. And they call an offensive foul on Agakic. Boy, it's rare you see an offensive foul when a player's got that kind of an angle on the fast break. Not sure if they said that Agakic pushed off or something, but either way, that'll be Brookline's first team foul of the third quarter. As Martinez now gives to Boohoo, now to Alexis. Now the pass gets to Maria Babcock. Now chucks it up to Boohoo. Now across tipped, and Maria Babcock couldn't save it. Out of bounds, Brookline ball. 2 subs checking in for Brookline, Olivia Zanini and Ivy Wheeler replacing Jada Kimbrough and Skylar Makaluski. Wood gives to Agakic. Inside Matarazza, looking around, backing down, turnaround, jumper, no good. Rebound goes off the hand of Boohoo, out of bounds, stays Brookline ball. Matarazza hasn't been getting too many looks down low as Brookline's been content to try and make things work on the perimeter against the 2-3 zone from Everett, as Everett's been keeping close attention on Matarazza throughout the game. Matarazza passes out now to Agakic, who tries for 3, no good. Rebound, chased down by Agakic. Agakic throws it out to Wood, who tries for 3. Wood, no good on the 3 ball. Rebound by Maria Babcock, but Matarazza called for the foul as she was trying to knock that ball free. Inbound Martinez. Martinez to Damasceno, hands it back to Martinez. Steps back to the perimeter. Looking around, fires from the stripe, no good. Rebound collected by Agakic. Agakic throws it up to Zanini. Zanini tries a long 2, no good. Rebound tipped, gets to Maria Babcock. Maria Babcock almost lost the ball, but keeps it. Runs up with it, tries for 3, and banks it in. 14 points now for Amelia Maria Babcock as Everett cuts the Brookline lead down to 10. Matarazza gives to a cutting Ivy Wheeler. Nice off-ball movement by Ivy Wheeler. A nice find by Matarazza for the assist. Ivy Wheeler with her first points of the day. Clarice Alexis maintains possession off the screen. Pass inside, deflected by Wheeler. Back to Alexis. Shot won't go, but Wheeler is going to be called for the foul. Clarice Alexis going to the line to shoot 2. Misses the first. Sub coming in for Everett. Kylie Nord in the game, replacing Manal Boohoo. and misses them both. Rebound fought for, lost out of bounds, last touched by Wheeler, and Everett keeps it. Now a sub. Juliana Rivera back in the game, replacing Clarice Alexis. Nord inbounds to Rivera, pass up top, disrupted by Wood. Wood comes away with it. Wood has got free reign to the basket. Fast break layup, no good again. Another whiff on a fast break layup by Brookline, and they've been struggling with that. You know, this is a problem Brookline's had in a couple of different games. They've got to find out how to not get overexcited when you've got those running layups on a wide open fast break. Damasceno hands off to Rivera. Rivera pass to Nord. Nord outside to Martinez. Martinez gives back to Nord. Nord throws it over to Martinez. And we got an off-ball foul called against Rivera. Rivera got tangled up with Zanini down on the blocks, and they called Rivera. Zanini, long pass up to Wood, back out Zanini, inside Matarazza, turnaround shot, no good. Rebound by Nord. Now Rivera's pass gets it to Martinez, inside Damasceno, blocked. Nice block by Ivy Wheeler, but going to the floor for the ball. It's ultimately picked up by Nord, disrupted again by Wood as that ball is knocked out of bounds. And it looks like Rivera might have hurt her hand or her finger on that play. Hopefully she is all right. She's staying in the game, seems to be okay. Minute 39 left here in the third quarter as the inbound lost on the floor, and it's knocked loose, gets to Damasceno. Damasceno passes out to Nord. Nord tries the mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound by Damasceno, but it's knocked loose. They go to the floor for it again. Nord dives on it, and she is trapped, and they are falling for it. And Aga Kitch somehow got the pass away, but now it's taken back by Martinez. Martinez chucks it up to Damasceno, across to Rivera. Layup, no good. Rebound, Aga Kitch. They're running it the other way. Aga Kitch weaves around a defender in transition, kicks out. Wood, the open three attempt, no good. Rebound, almost had by Wheeler, but she juggles it out of bounds. Now Martinez walking it up for Everett after that zany play with loose balls all over the place. Damasceno hands off to Rivera, now gives to Nord, long two, no good. Rebound, Aga Kitch. Aga Kitch has been strong on the boards today for Brookline as she throws that one up to Wood, out to Wheeler, back to Wood. Corner three attempt, no good. Rebound Matarazza, put back no good. Rebound Zanini, third chance no good. Rebound Matarazza, and a foul. Brookline's shot just going cold here in the third quarter. Just 6 points so far with 35 seconds left to go in the period. Aga Kitch looking for the inbound. Gets the inbound to Zanini. Zanini gives it out to Wheeler. Wheeler looking around, hands off to Kyrie Simmons, who's checked back into the game. She hands off to Aga Kitch. Aga Kitch fakes the handoff, and now sees a lane, goes inside, layup is good. When Nefeli Aga Kitch gets a good driving lane like that, she can be very hard to stop. She's got 8 points today. Maria Babcock blocked there as that ball bounces out of bounds, last touched by Everett. Good defense down low by number 23, Julia Denker, who is in the game. 7.4 seconds left. Aga Kitch running up with it. Gonna try a deep three. No good, as that one falls well short. Might have rushed that one a bit. Leaves 1.2 seconds on the clock as Martinez, no chance on that long throw there. And that will end the third quarter. At the end of three, our score, the Brookline High Warriors 37 The Everett High Crimson Tide 23. During this break between the third and fourth quarter, I remind you this broadcast is brought to you in part by Esch Dental. Does anxiety keep you from seeking the dental care you need? You are not alone. Esch Dental gets it. They get you. Esch Dental in Coolidge Corner offers many options for management of dental anxiety. Go online to eschdental.com or call 617-566-0103 to book your consultation. Once again, eschdental.com or call 617-566-0103. All that information available in the description section down below. Brookline still with a comfortable double-digit lead despite their scoring going a little cold, just 8 points in that third period. And still no players have scored in double digits for Brookline yet. In this contest, Nefeli Agakich leading Brookline with 8 points. Amelia Maria Babcock leading all scorers for Everett with 14. We start the fourth quarter. This is Casey Martinez with the ball. Pass inside to Nicole Damasceno. Back out to Martinez. Pass inside, intercepted by Ivy Wheeler. Running the fast break. Pass to Agakich. Goes up and hits the fast break lay-in. Nefeli Agakich, the first Brookline player to reach double figures as she hits 10 points here in the fourth quarter, and she'll get the and one. And Agakich hits the and one. 11 points now for Agakich as Brookline now leads by 17. Martinez pass gets away from Kylie Nord, and Ivy Wheeler was trying to chase it down, trying to make something happen, but instead it'll simply be out of bounds Everett ball. Amelia Maria Babcock inbounds to Damasceno. They work it around the perimeter. Martinez gets it to Juliana Rivera. Rivera running in, shot no good. Well disrupted by Julia Denker. Rebound tipped to Nord. Nord tries the mid-range, no good. Rebound, Agakich. Agakich now running with it. Kicks it out. Wheeler for three. No good. Rebound lost out of bounds. Couple Brookline players in the vicinity of that ball, both Zanini and Denker, and I think they kind of disrupted each other on that potential offensive board. Martinez brings it up over to Damasceno. Damasceno looking around, and a foul is going to be called. This time on Zanini, as once again got tangled up with Rivera. We saw them get tangled up at one point in the third quarter, and the foul got called on Rivera. It's been a very physical game at points, particularly when it comes to Juliana Rivera matched up against whatever Brookline player is covering her. Inbound to the corner, Martinez runs in, floater won't go. Rebound, Damasceno, shot no good, rebound by Denker. Now Agakich bringing it up for the Warriors. Throws it over to Kyrie Simmons. Inside to Denker. Hard collision with Nord. And that's going to be a foul. So it will stay with Brookline's second team foul for Everett here in the fourth quarter. We've only had bonus free throws one time so far this game, as Agakich looking, had to chuck it into somebody, gets it to Ivy Wheeler. Wheeler gives to Simmons, over to Agakich, tries for three and hits it. Nefeli Agakich now with 14 points, tied with Maria Babcock for the overall lead for this game in scoring. Damasceno, shot no good, and a fight for the rebound, and a foul is going to be called against Everett, I believe. They call it on Nord. 3 team fouls for Everett inside the first 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Nefeli Agakic with a quick burst of 6 points here in the first minute and a half of the fourth quarter as she hits her second 3-ball of the game. A substitution for Everett, number 4, Manal Buhu, into the game, replacing Kylie Nord. Zanini gives to Agakic. Agakic to the corner, Simmons for 3, off the mark. Rebound fought for, and I think they actually did call a jump ball this time. I think that's the first jump ball that's been called all day today. Possession arrow goes to Brookline as Everett got the inbound to open the fourth quarter. Agakic needs an inbound, and it's intercepted, and Maria Babcock has got a straight lane to the hoop for the fast break lay-in. 16 points now for Maria Babcock. Agakic trying to answer, lost the ball along the baseline, and it rolls out of bounds. Agakic just going a bit too fast there and stumbled a bit as a defender knocked it loose and lost her footing along the baseline. Travel called on Buhu. Just kind of stepped before she dribbled, trying to get that handoff pass along the perimeter. Zanini to Agakic. Agakic to Wheeler. Wheeler to Simmons. Simmons, pass to a cutting Zanini, inside to Denker, lost the ball, taken away by Damasceno. Pass up to Maria Babcock, across to Martinez. Martinez back out to Maria Babcock, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound tipped to Agakic. Agakic weaving through traffic, running through, floater, no good. Own rebound, put back, no good. Rebound by Damasceno, pass it out to Martinez. Martinez running in transition, shot no good. Good following by Zanini as Agakic brings it up with numbers. Walks up to the three-point line. No good on the shot. Rebound Zanini. Kicks it out to Simmons. She tries an open three. No good. Rebound by Wheeler. And Wheeler lost it along the baseline. A substitution. Number 14, Jaden Williams into the game, replacing Ivy Wheeler as a timeout is called. So right now, one important thing to note, Nefeli Agakic with 14 points to lead Brookline. That is tied for her career high for single game scoring. So if she so much as makes a free throw within the remaining 4 minutes and 53 seconds of the game, she'll have a new career high. Brookline leading Everett by 18. Out of the timeout. Inbound to Martinez. Martinez. Hands off to Rivera. Back to Martinez. Martinez fakes, runs in. Floater, no good. Rebound by Simmons. Simmons. Hands off to Agakic. Agakic throws it up to Williams. Williams to Agakic. Over to Zanini, to Agakic. Looking around, gives to Zanini. Now over to Simmons, out to Zanini, tries for three, no good. Rebound tipped and recovered by Rivera. Rivera running up the sideline, tries for three herself, short and out of bounds. Zanini bringing up the ball, throws a pass, deflected and intercepted by Boohoo. Gives to Martinez. Pass over to Rivera. Rivera off the screen. Pass away to Martinez, tries the open three and hits it. Casey Martinez now with 6 points for Everett. Agakic walking it up for Brookline. Pass across to Simmons, inside Danker, and Danker collides with a defender, and that's going to be a foul call. And to be honest, Danker's kind of lucky that they called the foul first, because if not for that collision, that was very close to a travel against Danker, as now two subs checking in for Brookline. Skylar Makaluski and Olivia Matarazza replace Agakic and Danker. And if Agakic doesn't come back in, today might just result as a tie for her career high. Inbound goes back to Makaluski. Makaluski hands off to Williams. Hands off Zanini, lost the ball, picked up by Martinez. Martinez lost her dribble, picked up by Makaluski, chucked up to Zanini. Pass deflected and intercepted by Martinez as Zanini was looking for a cutting Matarazza, and that pass knocked out of bounds by Makaluski. 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in this one. Brookline leads by 15. 43-28. Jada Kimbrough subs back in, replacing Olivia Zanini. Inbound, Rivera. Pass across to Boyce, out to Rivera, over to Martinez. Martinez floats it over the head of Boohoo, out of bounds. Now Kimbrough walking it up. Gives Makaluski. Inside Matarazza, mid-range jumper no good. Rebound Kimbrough, put back no good. And this one knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Brookline ball. Kimbrough to inbound for the Warriors. Throws it out to Simmons on the perimeter. Simmons pass inside Matarazza. Backing down. Shot won't go, but there's a foul. Matarazza going to the line for two, and Brookline will have bonus free throws the rest of the way. Matarazza hits the first of two. And misses the second. Rebound picked up by Alexis. Alexis running in transition, going up, no good. Might have been disrupted by Simmons. And on the putback chance, it's rebounded by Matarazza. Pass up to Makaluski. Makaluski goes down low. Matarazza shot, no good. Gets her own rebound, can't get the shot off. Loose ball, deflects all over the place. Simmons passes to Matarazza. Mid-range jumper, no good again. As again, shots just not falling for Brookline. They go to the floor for that loose ball, and it's going to be a jump ball. And a timeout now called by Brookline. (44-28), the Brookline lead. But they have not made a shot from the field. in over 4 minutes. Just 1 point in that span in what's been a real cold stretch for the Brookline offense. They've had a couple of cold spells offensively at different points in this game. Out of the timeout. Martinez bringing it up. Pass disrupted by Makaluski, picked up by Kimbrough. Kimbrough sets up in the half court. Swings it over to Simmons. Simmons inside Matarazza, looking around, turning around, and a foul. That's going to send Matarazza to the line for the bonus free throws. Subbing out, Manal Buhu as coming in, Nicole Damasceno. Matarazza with 5 points so far today, as she misses the first of two. And she goes 1 for 2 at the line. Rivera running with it, knocked loose but not cleanly. That's going to be a foul on Brookline. Yeah, that's the thing, when you have to sandwich a player between two defenders like that, they're going to call the defensive foul every time. Inbound into the corner, Alexis running baseline, blocked on the reverse attempt by Matarazza. Makaluski walking it up for the Warriors, swings it over to Kimbrough. Kimbrough goes to Matarazza, back out to Kimbrough. Kimbrough trying to reset the play. Sees Matarazza alone for a mid-range jumper, and she hits it. Matarazza now with 8 points today, 4 of them here in the fourth quarter, as Rivera tries to answer with a three-pointer, no good. Rebound Makaluski. 1 minute left as Brookline leads by 19. Makaluski over to Simmons, back to Makaluski. Now to Kimbrough. Kimbrough looking. Now finds a lane, lost the ball, knocked out of bounds, and they say last touched by Kimbrough. Good disruption by the Everett defense. 48.5 seconds to go as Rivera tries a pass, intercepted. That one went right to Makaluski. Running up, layup no good. Kimbrough put back no good. Another fast break opportunity wasted by Brookline as they miss on their layups. You know, they've been fortunate this game that they haven't needed those extra points, but that is something they've got to clean up for when they face tougher competition in the future. That pass tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Crimson Tide. Less than 30 seconds to go in this one. Inbound to Boyce, now to Rivera. Swings it over to Martinez, around to Alexis. Alexis off on the three-pointer. Rebound, Alexis disrupts, but she knocks it out of bounds along the baseline. It'll be Brookline ball. 19 seconds to go, and at this point, Brookline might be able to just walk this one out and make this the final possession. Kimbrough pass to Matarazza, to Simmons, to Williams. Pass deflected and stolen by Rivera. And we'll get one possible last shot attempt as Martinez tries. No good. Put back from Alexis. No good. And that's the buzzer. The final score here at Everett High School, the Brookline Warriors 47, the Everett Crimson Tide 28. Brookline takes care of business as they improve to 7-8, getting back-to-back wins over the weekend. Everett falls to 2-12. Individual point totals for this one. For Everett, Amelia Maria Babcock has had the highest scoring total of any individual player from either side as she finished with 16 points. Casey Martinez with 6, Juliana Rivera with 5, and Nicole Damasceno with 2. For Brookline, a big scoring spread. Nefeli Agakij leading the way with 14, Olivia Matarazzo with 8, Jada Kimbrough with 7, Kyrie Simmons and Skylar Makaluski with 5 each, Izzy Wood with 3, Olivia Zanini and Ivy Wheeler with 2 each, and Jaden Williams with 1. That's going to do it for this one. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you again to Esch Dental in Coolidge Corner for sponsoring this broadcast. Book your next dental appointment with local dentist and BHS Sports parent Dr. Brandon Esch for the non-corporate, personalized dentistry our community deserves. Call 617-566-0103 or go online to eschdental.com to find out more and book your appointment. Once again, 617-566-0103 or go online to eashdental.com. You can find all that information in the description section down below. And you can also find a link to the official Venmo account of the Triple Threat Booster Club, the official booster club of Brookline High Girls Basketball. And you can also find a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Education Foundation. And you can also find some more information related to me further down in the description section and in the bottom right corner of your screen. My personal website, jessesports.com, where you can find out more about me, the freelance sports broadcasting services that I provide to various teams, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team. Or if you want to skip past all that, you can email me directly with any questions, requests, or comments you may have. As you can see my email there, and you can also follow me on social media on Instagram and Facebook, where I post highlights from previous live streams. But for this live stream, that is going to do it. Final score, Brookline 47, Everett 28. From Everett High School in Everett, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.